Hello and welcome to a video that's been put together by the Profit Partnership out of Auckland, New Zealand, courtesy of ImproveYourCompanyNow.com, aiming to answer the business question of how do I sell more. Before I start, just to tell you about myself, my name's Jamie and I'm the founder of the Profit Partnership here in Auckland, New Zealand, a professional business consultant, a business coach, a trainer, a published author and a partner of the Alchemy Network, a global network of small to medium business consultants, all with one purpose: to help small to medium business owners succeed. I work with businesses right across a range of industries, including technology, FMCG, finance, education, and many more. So one of the main questions I get asked by business owners is, how do I sell more? The holy grail of questions for business. How do I sell more? The long answer is, stop trying to be all things to all people. The short answer, focus. Okay, so what does this mean? Really, there isn't a single silver bullet of a way forward. I'm going to go through in this video steps to improve the sales, to be able to work to answer the how do I sell more, and to be able to sell more. But before I do that, I'm going to start with using an analogy of a supermarket. Okay, we all understand supermarkets, and I'm going to try and show you what I mean through focus using the supermarket as an analogy. This is a supermarket, okay? This is a bird's eye view of a supermarket. You look at all the shelves, you look at all the different products. Now picture this for your business, okay? Picture this for your business as though this is either your website, this is a brochure, this is your office. Really, most businesses can relate to this, okay? So you have someone who walks in the door, okay, and most times, 9 out of 10, maybe 8 to 9 out of 10 people who visit, they don't really know where to go. They'll walk around the supermarket, walk around all the different shelves. Again, picture this as your business. They go to your website, they look around, they don't really know what they're looking for, they don't really find what they're looking for, and then they leave. Okay, that's not great for anyone. But what if you could change this around? What happens if you could change this, and that you could change that supermarket layout to have the highest profitable products right up the front, lowest overhead as well? Then you move your medium profit, medium overhead into the middle, and then the lowest profit, highest overhead, you move that out the way. This starts to give you a bit of focus, okay? People walk in the door and your top products are right up front. Now what happens if you can go to the next level and you can actually go outside and actually picture a 3-lane highway, 3-lane motorway outside, okay? There's 3 main roads there. The first one is people who don't have any money. And with the right type of marketing, you can actually create these roads outside your business, okay? So the people who don't have any money, we don't want to talk to them. We want to let them go by. The next row is those people who do have money, but they don't want to spend with you. They don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you. It could be any of those 3. There's nothing we can do about those guys or girls just right now, so we'll let those go past. But what happens if we can find the people who have the money and who want to spend with you, and you can divert that traffic into your store, your website, in front of your sales staff? Okay, that's where we want to get to focus. We want to get the people who want to spend money with you, who have the money, through your door. Putting it another way, okay, your business and the 80-20 rule. Usually there's 20% of customers that give you 80% of your revenue. I've tested that in tens of hundreds of customers, myself, my colleagues across the network. It's true, okay? Pareto's law, 80-20. 20% of your customers bring you 80% of your revenue, which means 80% of your customers only bring you 20%. And so those 80% are quite high overhead and quite low profits. Today, though, most businesses focus their markets across all of that. So see that blue turquoisey block there? That's trying to represent that that's your marketing today. And the height of that is the cost of the marketing. And then the depth of it actually shows the skills to the market for your own company and the success. You may be successful in little parts, in the 20%, the 60%, or the 20%. Does that make sense? You understand that? What happens if you're able to change that around? What happens if you move the focus around like that? That you're focusing just on the people who have the highest amount of profitability, and it actually costs a lot less. Okay, what happens if you move your company as well to line up with those people who have the most money? That means then your skills to market is a lot bigger, your success is a lot bigger, and the cost is actually smaller. So what does that mean? With more focused marketing, you can actually get better and higher results with actually lower costs. How does that sound? That's the logic and that's the principles that myself and members of the Alchemy Network follow every day with their clients. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk through 5 steps to be able to help you better focus. So what are those steps? Okay, the 5 steps I'll walk through now to stop you from being all things to all people. So step number 1 is understand your competition. Okay, if you can understand your competition, their strengths, their weaknesses, where their focus is, importantly where their focus isn't, then you can look for opportunities in that space. Okay, one analogy is when you go to war and you have a battle with an opponent, you're always going to want to know their weaknesses so you know how to win that war in a sense. That's what I'm talking about here. Understanding your competitor's weakness. Whether you've got 1 or 100 competitors, you want to look across all of them to look where those gaps are. Number 2, look at your own company. Now this has to be a very true representation of your own company. This needs to be warts and all. It can't be rose tinted glasses. It can't be just one person in a room with a pen and paper, unless you're a single person business. But even then, you want to be talking to your customers. You want to be talking to people close to you to get a really good understanding of your business, your strengths, your weaknesses, what you enjoy, importantly, what you don't enjoy. We only live once, so you want to enjoy what you do every day. Okay, so now we know what our competitors do and what they don't do. We know what we are very good at, what we're not so good at, what we enjoy doing, what we really don't enjoy doing. We move to step number 3. What we want to do here is list the possible niches to focus on. Okay, so what's a niche? A niche is a group of people who have a certain type of, let's say, demographic or a certain type of want, and you're aiming for those types of people. If we go back to the supermarket analogy, if you had the milk aisle, people who drink full-fat milk, that's a niche. Skinny milk, that's a niche. Different types of niche, different types of people. So you want to list all the different types of niches. We're not even thinking about competitors at the moment. We're not thinking about what we are and what we're not good at. We just want to list all the niches that we think our product or service today, or products or services, best appeal to. Okay, so big list, let's list them down. The next step, once you have that big list, is we need to filter it. Okay, you can picture here a sieve. I talk about the golden niche. What we're aiming for is a golden niche, really the pièce de résistance of what we're aiming for. You can picture here a sieve, trying to sieve through, looking for that piece of gold. If we go back to the supermarket, you've got it from a whole supermarket down to a shelf of products. And now what we want to actually do is filter it down to get to the single product. Okay, now how do you do that? There's actually 11 questions you can ask here for those niches that you've listed. Okay, so the 11 questions. Number 1, what important need does this niche have? Does the niche have for your product or service? What's the main want, problems or frustrations of that niche group? Okay, skinny milk or full fat milk. Some people might need calcium. Some people might need to go on a diet. Different needs, different people. Do they have the money to pay? Remember the road analogy? If they don't have the money, we don't want to go there. It's pointless spending money to people who don't have the money to buy your product. Number 4, will they pay a premium for a better product or service? If they do, then great. You can be putting them right in front of the expensive items and they want to buy it. Okay. Number 5, where are they? Are they close by? Are they miles away? Are they thousands of miles away? That's really going to help you understand how to focus your business and how to really get the best products to the right people. Are there lots of those types of customers out there? Now, don't stop in your tracks if there's only a small number comparative to the wide market, because if you have a very focused and niche product that you can charge a premium for, then potentially that's still a market you want to be in. Number 7, is the competition in this segment weak? So are you going to be going up against the in America, your Walmarts, across Europe, any other big supermarkets or something like that, using the supermarket analogy? Or are you in a space that you can actually play? Okay, I know one story of a supermarket that opened up and a whole lot of small businesses actually failed, whereas one business closed down and reopened as a specialty meat provider. Okay, instead of being a normal butcher's, it closed down, reopened, specialist meat, something the supermarket didn't do, and this business flourished. Okay, it didn't move, it just rebranded itself. Number 8 out of 11 is, can your message of what you're trying to portray be given easily to the target market? If it can, great. If it's going to cost you millions, don't go there. But that's a question that needs to be answered. Number 9, what media publications does your target market read? How can you best get your message into the right media type for those people to read? Number 10, is that niche a good match for you? Think of it as a business owner. Is it something you want to be in? Okay, if you think, well, this one's really profitable, but it's really hard work and I lose sleep over it, versus this is a fraction less profitable, but I really enjoy it, it's part of my passion, go with the passion. Okay, go with the one that you're really going to enjoy. You only live once. Lastly, number 11, do you have credibility with them? If you already have credibility, then you're going to go a long way to where the third motorway aisle was, where people want to spend money with you. If you've got that credibility, they want to spend money, that's quite a big part of the battle already won. So that's a good question to ask. Okay, so that's 11 questions. You should now have got through and got yourself down to a single product on a shelf, the single golden nugget, and we should be now at step 5. Okay, examine your golden niche. Now, what does that mean? You now want to really live the life of that group of people who buy your product. You want to know what they do when they wake up in the morning. What do they think about? When they walk in past shops, what do they think about? What are their problems? What are their troubles? What are their challenges? If you understand all of those things, then you can better position your product to those people. You can put it in their words. You can get it to those people. Okay, so really, really important. And for each one of these steps, don't rush them. Okay, each one of these steps can take 1 to 3 days, can take even more. But if you do these 5 steps right, then you're going to have an absolutely fantastic foundation to be able to move forward to best market your product or service and to grow your company. Now, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm really hoping that it's added value to you in some way, shape or form. And as a thank you, what I'd like to be able to do is offer you a report, a 56-page report, which goes through the 26 marketing mistakes that can cripple your business and how to avoid them. I've already shared this with a number of people, and I've had some fantastic feedback, so I want to really share that with you now as a thank you. Okay, you just need to go to improveyourcompanynow.com and register, and that will be automatically sent to you. As a second as well, those 5 points I've just talked through, okay, understanding your competition, your company, the list of niches, the 11 steps, and then actually your golden nugget of a niche, I'm actually going to do 5 more videos for each one of those steps, 1 per step, to give you more detail of how to better do that to increase your chances of success. Okay, I'm going to work on those shortly. And if you register on improveyourcompanynow.com, then I will send you those as soon as they're done. Okay, so look, thank you very much again for your time. And yeah, if you enjoyed that, I would love to hear any feedback. Otherwise, I look forward to being able to share more of the videos when they're done. Thanks very much.